Mina Kimes, who has been on this show, and she's one of the best follows on Twitter, and she's right. Did you see what she tweeted out?
I did.
Like, whatever you're saying your team would give for Deshaun Watson, it's not enough. Is what she said. It's not enough. And so they need a ton of picks.
Ton.
Okay.
I mean, it's a 4 or 5 pick situation.
They need a ton of picks. So the teams that could acquire him best would be ones that could afford to cough up a 1 this year, correct?
This year.
Okay.
No doubt.
So who are the teams that have multiple 1s? The teams that are currently 1 and 2 on the clock, and the Dolphins, who are using the Texans' own pick. Now, the Dolphins don't need Deshaun Watson. See you later, right? They don't need Deshaun Watson. See you later. Come on, Rich. Come on. I guess I should sit here and say all bets are off then. So you could, and we just saw, could Tua, who, Josh Rosen's Josh Rosen, be Josh Rosen by Deshaun Watson after we saw Josh Rosen get Josh Rosen by Kyler Murray. I guess all bets are off. But the top 3 teams on the clock all have multiple first-round picks. Jets have Seattle's and the Jaguars have the Rams for the Jamal Adams and Jalen Ramsey trades. How about that? 2 of the studs patrolling secondaries this weekend against each other's quarterbacks.
If you're the Jets, Rich, do you give up 2nd overall, 27 overall, 34 overall for Deshaun? Does that get it done?
No.
Does that get it done?
I would say
2 1s and a 2.
I would say we'll give you 2nd overall and our 2nd overall pick, our 2nd round pick. So that would be 34th overall.
Yep.
I will flip you those 2 and Sam Darnold.
You might have to throw in 66 overall.
Why?
That might get it done.
Why? Because what are the Jaguars going to do?
Jaguars are going to take Trevor Lawrence.
Correct. They're not going to trade for. They'll take Trevor Lawrence and start from scratch with a contract that's got 5 years. So the Jaguars are not trading for Deshaun Watson.
No, but if the Jets take,
that's what I'm saying.
3 picks and Darnold, and then you
but
hire Eric Bieniemy?
But you're flipping in the way that the Dolphins could compete by saying we'll give you Tua, your pick back, and another pick, and you bring Deshaun Watson to Miami.
If you're the Texans, do you want Tua or Sam Darnold?
That's your question. That might be the question. If I'm the Texans, I want Deshaun Watson. But if I'm the Texans, I'm looking around. If I'm Nick Caserio, I'm like, okay, I don't have a 1. I don't have a 2. I've got a ton of cap problems. I've got a roster that just finished so bad that the Dolphins are choosing 3rd overall. If you're the Falcons, do you flip 4th overall to Houston? And then just you cut Matt Ryan because the Texans don't want him back? Not that contract. You're not taking on a contract like that when you already have cap problems. And again, the Texans have to sit here and go, the way that we could restock on the spot, and it would be an awful thing to sell to our fan base. It's unsellable. You can't basically tell a fan base who just watched this guy take a 20-point lead on the eventual Super Bowl champions in the 2nd round of just last year's playoffs, say, we're done. It was so bad, and we made such a bad organizational decision by letting Bill O'Brien do what he did. The only way that we can get it back, everybody, is we got to get rid of Deshaun Watson, who is dynamite outside of the building as he is inside and on the field. And we will take that kid and we will send him elsewhere at this early stage of his career, and we're going to watch him succeed because he's going to elsewhere. Michael Jordan in cleats, who's Dabble Swinney called him. Let's take him and send him. It's a very hard sell to the fan base, but if you're going to start over from scratch, new GM, new coach, new everything, and we got to restock and rebuild, and it's going to be a tough slog, and you give J.J. Watt his exit visas too. While you're apologizing to your fan base, you might as well just give the exit visas to your stud players on the spot. Let J.J. try and chase something elsewhere and tell Deshaun we're done. Rather than, as J.J. pointed out, wasting a year. Next year's not, I mean, again, the cupboard is bare next April. So if you're any team, you've got to be calling up the new general manager of the Texans saying, what are you thinking? And if you're the new head coach, you got to ask him too, or is Deshaun going to be here or not? Because I'll tell you what, in the same way that we're saying how Urban Meyer has said no to everybody, but would say yes to Jacksonville because he could bring in his own general manager and get Trevor Lawrence and also have damn near 9 figures in cap space to build a team right on the spot. What coach wants to say, okay, I'll come in and rebuild from win 1, win 2? That's a tough one. But if I'm the Jets, I am saying, let's talk. Absolutely.
I think Atlanta, too. 4, 35, and 99 overall. Does that get it done?
Deshaun Watson would be so popular.
Yes,
for anybody, obviously.
A 1, a 2, and a 4.
I mean,
throw in Matt Ryan to get his contract off the books.
But Deshaun Watson being available changes so many games. I just don't know if he will be. But usually when that smoke comes out like that, there is a fire. What a storyline if this kid is available over the next few weeks and months for all of us to chew on. Wow. Hey, you watched all the way to the end. Thanks for that. Watch more right here.